So you've owned this coffee shop for 20 years?
20 years.
So you've seen things come and go in this neighborhood.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, many.
Was the footprint what it is? Because this is a huge coffee shop.
Yes, it was.
It is.
It is. It was. It is. I brought my students here. I was teaching at the time at Prosperity Heights Elementary on the east side of St. Paul. I had been there for 12 years, and I was planning on opening a coffee shop, which had been a dream of mine for 10 years, which all my students knew over the years that I had this dream.
Yeah.
So I took the bus from here downtown, and then we had to transfer the bus up here. So I taught them how to take the bus and transfer buses. We came in here, we sat down, we had a little bit of a poetry reading and then I bought them hot chocolate and treats, and we talked about the space. And I said I thought the space was too large. I had been looking at a smaller space down the street, and it wasn't going that well with the fire department. There was some sort of fire situation, and so I couldn't have that space. And so I asked, do you think that I can do this space and have this big of a coffee shop? And one of my students got up, he stood up, and he said, you know how you like when Mrs. Miller's class comes in to our room and it makes it 60 kids instead of 30 kids? And I said, yes. And he said, remember what you said, that you love building community. And he said, you'll be able to build community here and fill this place. And so
sixth grader.
Sixth grader.
Wisdom.
So with his endorsement, I signed on the dotted line. I did. I did.
We're sitting on infamous steps because what happened in here?
Back when I was teaching, I would come in here at 5 in the morning to open. And I always was worried that I was going to be greeted by someone and possibly a ghost, because I had heard that there were ghosts in the building.
And you believed that?
I did, and I still believe it, because there are quirky things that happen, especially when we open in the morning, that we know that ghosts have been here overnight. But this particular day, I opened up the door, and we always light this staircase at night. We keep that door open, so this is lit. And I walk in, and this woman is descending the stairs in a white robe. And she looks at me and she said, June, time to get coffee. And at first I was taken aback, thinking it really was a ghost, but it wasn't. It was a real woman, a live human. And what had happened in a robe. What had happened is she lived in the apartments down the street. My bakery delivery man came, and he did not speak English, and she was outside in the cold looking for a newspaper in her robe and slippers. And so what he did is he locked her in here. And he said, someone will be here soon, because he didn't say that to her. I mean, he just assumed that I would be here soon to open the doors. And he didn't know what else to do. So he locked her in here so she was safe from the cold. And she was looking for me. So she was upstairs wondering where I was in the dry storage. And so when I came in, she heard me, and she started coming down the stairs.
And you thought she was a ghost?
And so we had coffee together, the ghost and I. But not really a ghost.
June, time for coffee.
Time for coffee.
Time for you to get dressed, lady.
Poor thing.